Hello again, everybody. Harry Box with the Technical Trader, thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, December the 11th. These are the charts of the day. Well, we had a lot of stocks that ran today, particularly biotech, semiconductors, technical stocks, the kind of stocks we like to trade. Let's highlight a few of them, some new, some old, but Abeo is an old stock of mine that we traded up in here and did very well with, but you can see the plunge from 20 down to 1 and change over the course of about a year and a half. It exploded in September, pulled back and retested from the right-handed extended V platform, then broke out again. The breakout there was a false one as it ran back to test the moving averages and then exploded again. So I think now that it's retested and run up, with volume increasing, 3.3 million traded today, up 22.5%. I'm believing this is going higher at 5 and 6 for starters. Five and a half looks like the initial area. APTO, yet another biotech, breaking out of a base pattern, running up to old resistance at old highs. If it gets to here, we're looking at 6.5 and 8. Keep an eye on it. Could be a double top, may blow out of here. AUPH exploded on big news a week ago, pulled back for a day, and is now ramping. I love the look of this one. At this point, with today's close at a new high, I'm looking for an immediate run to 22. CDMO. Well, it had an explosive move and then pulled back yesterday, but came on strongly today and closed above the trading range from last August, which I think is very key. Now, there is some resistance up here at about 8.5, our next target, but if you see the angle of ascent on this channel, 8.5 and then 12 might be targets if it gets through 8.5 with big volume. Stay tuned. It's going to be interesting. The measured move here of about $3.60 from there gives you about 8.5 anyway. So that's right there where my next target is. CRY. Yeah, CRY's been a beautiful long-term chart until recently, but I'm going to change the angle to look like this now and go back a little bit. You can see a massive move up. It took this stock from the 4-5 range all the way up to the 40s, 10-bagger. Then it had a nice, decent pullback. Looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave decline. And at this point, the snapback on the daily chart, let's look at it. The tail that it left was a head. This is a left shoulder head and a right shoulder type pattern. But today's breakaway gap, it took it above the breakout point and through the trend lines and moving averages and everything, should lead to 27.5 and then 30. Those are my targets going forward for CRY, up 5% today. Dermira extended the 3-day run and exploded up near what I consider the next target, 11 3/4. Today's high, 11.71, so it's right there, and it's at the top of the channel. We may get a pullback consolidation like we did there and there, so be careful, but any momentum could carry us to 14.15. EIDX swing worked beautifully as it pulled back. We gave you a swing on it at 54.5 ranges already 10 points in the good. And my next targets on this one are, well, 65, I think I said 67 and 75 for targets, so we'll stick with that for now. Top of the channel target might be way up around 80. Really nice chart. Look at this long-term chart. Jounce, talk about explosive. Broke out there, falling wedge, popped and exploded in 5-day period. It went from 4.5 to 9 3/4 and then pulled back hard. To the previous high, held it, reversed, and now it's moving back up again. If we get to the 985 area, 980 tomorrow, we might very well see the stock trade at size 12. KERN is consolidating for a week now, but it looks to me like with that trend and the momentum and the volume and everything else, this stock's going to be headed for, I think, somewhere in the 2021 range. Wow. Well, the mid-range target now has to be about 17. So 17, let's call it 17 and 22.3. Well, Kodak, Eastman Kodak, an inverse head and shoulder type pattern was broken today. I'm looking for scalp at 3 3/4 and 440 thereabout, but I think longer term, we may see the stock trade in the 5-6 range, if not more. LE, talked about that a couple weeks ago, and it was forming that V bottom and then a platform that broke out. It's moved straight up with no pullback since then. This is extremely strong. It's one of those really strong junior retailers that has been under accumulation and or running. I think this stock may get to 19 before it fails, and that's the momentum I'm looking at right now. LMPX, fairly new IPO. Let's show it to you on an hourly chart. Beautiful pop, pullback, pop, consolidate, holds the pattern there, but unable to get through the highs. Now, today, LMPX had that big explosive move in the morning and consolidated, snapped back at the close. If you get through 17.5, I'm looking for the stock to get to 20 and 24. LSCC, one of my old swings, popped the flag today, but needs to get back over the double top, triple top up here and around the 21.25 range. We get through that, we're looking at 26 and 31. Lithium, a little base, rounding bottom, but breaking out today, I believe. Trading 2.6 million, up 2.2%. Not a lot, but just enough to stick its head out over a congestion range or a consolidation zone. If it fills the gap, we're looking at 10, 10.25. Then we're looking at 12.5. OLLI broke its declining top sign with a big breakaway gap. It also came out of a triple bottom base with a volume of 8.6 million. It jumped 9%, or excuse me, $9 or 15%. Maybe headed for a quick run to 75 to test and fill the gap. PLAB exploded up 20% on 5.2 million. That's huge volume for that stock. And to me, we're probably headed to 16.5 for a test. PTI still going, won't quit. After a 2-day flag, it popped again yesterday and today with a bit of a follow through. Got up to test resistance at this level and might back off in this area, or your next target is 5 3/4 if it continues this momentum. It's powerful. Gold stock SPGL, one of the best ones on the board. You can see the week-long flag that it popped yesterday. And today it extended beautifully with a big breakaway gap, up about 10% on 8 million. Looking good for higher levels, 10.45, 40, 10.5 to 10 3/4, maybe 11 as a target. Sorrento still pushing, today up another 38 cents or 10%, 8 million traded. It just looks to me like a stock in play that may be taken out around 6 or 7. They've had 2 offers turned down already. And SWAV swing, it's steady but slow but steady on its way up another 139 or 3.5% today. This is the highest level achieved since the breakdown back in August. The next target is going to be a run and a test at 44, 44.5. That's it for tonight, everyone. Have a good evening. I'll talk to you later.